Hello and welcome to Case 2, the Banking Customer Propensity case. The goal of this case was to analyze historical customer data in order to create a model that would predict the likelihood of customers signing up for a credit line against a household's used car. The historical data fell into four categories. Current customer marketing campaign. This data actually most closely resembled the prospective marketing data that was provided in terms of the number of columns and the column values themselves. Household vehicle data, household credit data, and household axiom data were also all provided as well. Because the end goal of this project is to have a targeted marketing campaign which would focus on the customers identified in the model, the initial data set that I chose to use was the current marketing data. However, this proved to be insufficient on its own. But all of the data sets shared a customer ID number that allowed me to merge them in different orders in order to try to create a data set that would have the best chance of success in the model. The data set itself was divided into slices in order to ensure model validity. 50% of the data was assigned to be for the training the model. 40% was designated to validate the model, and 10% went to testing a further step. The model was created from a combination of data sets after the first one proved not enough to be a standalone data set. This was done and it gave an informative feature set that contained a lot of different columns that would then be added and removed in an iterative fashion as I started to try to narrow down and improve the performance of the model. The target of the model remained unchanged in all circumstances. There was a column called accepted offer, which indicated if the customer had previously signed up for the marketing material provided. The results of the model were disappointing. I was unable to get any of the model variations I did to score above about 25%, which is really not the range that was hoped for. As shown in the following graphs, no changes were effective at showing a clear delineation in the density plot between customers who said yes versus no. This is the single data set of the original one of the current customer marketing. And as you can see here, the model does not show a clear left-right delineation between accepted or did not accept previous marketing materials. In fact, this model seems to actually be the opposite of that. Again, now we added the household credit data to the current customer marketing data to create a larger data set to use for the model. But again, here we're not seeing a left-right delineation. If anything, we're seeing more of a vertical delineation. And same here, adding the current customer marketing data set to the household vehicle data set, merging them together, again resulted in just one giant blob. Again, the third run or fourth, aside from the initial current customer marketing on its own, the third merge data set that I did was the household axiom data. Now, this one you can see is somewhat of a left-right delineation, but again, it's really not enough to be actionable in terms of the difference of how the model performed. The last one that I did was a combination of 3 data sets. And you can see here that I actually do start to see a more cleared left-right delineation. But again, there is still an awful lot of overlap, and it only resulted in a couple percent, and the model itself only resulted in a couple percentage points higher as a result. So I don't know what I could have done more to improve the model based on all of the permutations that I did of it. I would go and add and remove data sets, merging and essentially unmerging them together. I would go in, and in each data set I was looking at doing vtreat to clean the data, and also to add or remove columns that might affect the outcome of the model's efficiency. I really don't know what I missed in this exercise, or if this is a expected outcome in terms of maybe in I work for a nonprofit organization, so I don't really have a lot of experience with this. If marketing campaigns do only get to target the likelihood 25% likelihood, but I don't think that's true. I think there's something I missed here, and I don't know what it is. So, thank you. Please tell me that recorded. What the fuck? Why can't I record this?